Because I actually do fervently believe that what happens behind closed doors with the people who are going to make decisions for us that sometimes do impact our morality or what we're allowed to do with our beliefs, for example, the same-sex marriage thing, that what happens behind closed doors actually says more about the person. I'm the person who challenged Don Brash. I've played the audio here. I can play it for you again one day, about why would the public trust him when he's cheated on 2 of his wives.
Yeah.
I asked him that question and he was like, blah, blah, blah. And then he went, well, it's a fair question. And he goes, and I said to him, you know, how can a voter trust you if the person closest to you couldn't? And he goes, it's a fair question. And he talked about not judging the politicians based on their personal lives. He goes, you'd have a pretty small group of politicians. And I said to him, yeah, but you'd probably have a more real group of politicians. So I'm not saying I care what you do behind closed doors in your own life and that kind of stuff. But if you're going to stand up the front and say, I'm going to tell you what this country is going to do, I'm going to tell you where we stand in these issues, and you're being a hypocrite behind closed doors, that matters to me. That does matter.
Yeah, look,
and by the way, I want to be clear. We've tangented away now from the other conversation. I'm not saying that Hamish Campbell is any kind of hypocrite whatsoever, right? I'm just saying in general, behind closed doors, what you do in your private life, what you do when you're sharing and speaking the realist you can be, if you're then going to stand up the front and tell me what's going to happen with this country, then that matters to me.
Yeah. So my response to that is Simeon Brown, leader of a anti-abortion group, and he said that wouldn't affect anything, and it's just a coincidence that as part of these health cuts that he's doing, there seems to be a lot pointed at abortion services and that sort of thing, and people are getting turned away because there isn't the resources to do that sort of healthcare. That's like, why would you connect those two dots, right? So this is why I have a concern when these politicians bring in these beliefs.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's fine. If that's what you believe, Simeon, cool. That is something between you and your wife, you and your family. If you don't like abortion, don't get one. If you don't believe in gay marriage, don't get gay married. Don't be gay. You know, that's all good. That you do you. But when you're a politician and a lawmaker, then you need to compartmentalize that. You can go, well, I don't agree with abortion, but it is legal and it is healthcare. So shut the fuck up.